like superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully with envy, so why we so.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
To throw on second down, Gibson.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gibson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Barnett, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Gibson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On now is the Packers punter. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 4 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Niners at 6-3 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
To throw on second down, Gibson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. Looking to throw. Gibson. High throw, but the catch is made.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, you don't have to wait till you get to the red zone to run the fade. It can be effective in any part of the field.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
This defense for the Packers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gibson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Nolan. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Gibson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Gibson. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Niners to take over on offense.
They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for a 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd down now, Nolan. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Gibson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A handoff for Herbert, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Nolan. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nolan, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Gibson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to it as well.
They'll run on first down. Nolan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, Gibson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 3rd and 2, Gibson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steep.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and inches. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the... And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense to throw on second down. Gibson, he finds his man, complete. It's Barnett.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Gibson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin in the NFC South. Tampa Bay paying their yearly visit to Atlanta, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jameson Williams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nolan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson.
And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 1st down, Nolan. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Gibson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Gibson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Devontae Wyatt
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Gibson.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll run on 1st down. Nolan
on the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds moves, but not before he takes it inside the 40. To throw on second down. Gibson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Gibson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Gibson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Gibson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And Kittle catching the slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Escaping the pressure right.
That's taken in by Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On first down, Nolan. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Barnett, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Nolan. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Nolan. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Nolan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Arik Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense will...
This is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for San Francisco, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porto, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shit.